Hello, today I will be reviewing bald celebrities. I would like to add a disclaimer that I am only reviewing male bald celebrities, and I recognize that females can also be bald, also shave their head, and also do whatever they want. I've compiled this list of men who are known for having a bald head, not men who have shaved their head for a role, who have been bald but then grew their hair back. These are men who, if they did have a head of hair, they would be unrecognizable to the social spheres of our society. So let's begin. I'd like to start with Bruce Willis. Now, as you can see in this picture, Bruce Willis is not bald. He has some hair towards the back of his head. I'd like to start with Bruce because I think he's a good example of something I'd like to discuss. Bald versus shaved. Now, here we can see Bruce Willis is balding. Now, this to some people might humanize Bruce, might make him more relatable and more of a common man. I would agree with that sentiment. I think the fact that he's accepted that he's balding, that he is an older gentleman, really just shines a light on Bruce that we don't often see. I will admit, I have never seen a movie that he has been in. I'm not the target audience for his type of films, but I will admit, solely based on this picture alone, he seems like a pretty decent guy. I give Bruce a 7 out of 10 on the balding scale. Balding, something that men are constantly fearful of, does not make a man less attractive. I would even say this helps his look. The fact that his eyeballs appear to be literally in the middle of his face because of how far back his hairline is attractive. It works for him. He's owning it. He's like, you know what? Yes, I'm balding. So what? I also have a lot of women. I don't know. I would also like to make another disclaimer. I've also never seen a movie with him in it. Oh wait, that is a lie. He was in that Melissa McCarthy movie. He was very funny. I don't know if he's a comedic actor or a serious actor. Based on this picture, it looks like he's a serious actor, but he was very funny in that film. I will give Jason Statham a 6 out of 10. Now, Patrick Stewart also has a little bit of hair. He is not a completely bald gentleman. This is where I'd like to make the point that I think the word bald is thrown around too liberally. I propose we start a new age of saying balding instead of bald, because Patrick Stewart, Jason Statham, and Bruce Willis are not bald. They're balding. Moving on. Patrick Stewart is a very, very accomplished actor. He's British. This is where I should say I've also never seen a movie with Patrick Stewart in it. I never saw Star Trek. Okay, moving on. Oh, I give Patrick Stewart a 8 out of 10, or because he is British, shall I say 8 out of 10. Okay, moving on. Pitbull. This is the point I'm trying to make. As we can see in this photo, Pitbull has a shaved head. Pitbull is not bald. Pitbull has a shaved head. You can even see the cast of darkness around his head where his hair should be, but he shaved it off. Very similar to how when a man shaves his upper lip, you also get that 5 o'clock shadow. I'd like to call the 5 o'clock shadow of the head a rotting grape, because as you can see, the hue of the skin where the hair should be resembles that of a grape that's been out too long and is beginning the raisioning process. I will admit I have never been attracted to a man with a shaved head, but I'm also a 20-year-old girl, so I don't encounter them very often in the pool of males I encounter on a daily basis that are my age. Perhaps if I was a little older, a little more mature, a shaved head would be appealing to me. But as of right now, I am not physically attracted to Pitbull. If you are, don't be ashamed. He's a very nice-looking gentleman. Let's move on to Samuel L. Jackson, a very, very accomplished actor and one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. I have seen films that he has been in. I think he's a great actor, and I think he really sells the roles he commits to. Now, I would say Samuel L. Jackson is probably the best bald head I have yet to see today. It is perfectly bald. In this picture, this also looks like it was taken at an awards show, so obviously you're going to look your best. But I think Samuel L. Jackson's commitment to a shaved head, and may I also say, he has a very nice round head. It's a very nice shape. So I give Samuel L. Jackson a 9.5 out of 10. Moving on to Vin Daddy Diesel. I give him a 5 out of 10. I believe some people, and maybe this might be you, look better without hair. So consider shaving your hair off and immediately regretting it. Ben Kingsley. A British mother, a Kenyan father, and Indian actor? I have some strife with Ben Kingsley, particularly for the reason that he played Gandhi, and it does not stop there. He also played an Iranian immigrant in the movie House of Sand and Fog, and a vaguely Middle Eastern character in Prince of Persia. I don't forget Ben Kingsley, so just keep an eye open when you go to sleep tonight is all I'm going to say. Moving on. Even though I have my strife with Ben Kingsley, I will admit this is a beautiful head. It has some nice form to it. It has, it's not too rounded, but also not too pointy. He has very large ears, as we can see in this picture, but I'll admit I think he can pull it off. I give Ben Kingsley, despite his questionable role choices, a 6 out of 10. Thank you, and have a great day.